Lights up every room he walks into.
He loves God. He loves volleyball.
He's an honors student in honors and AP classes.
His volleyball coach says he's a bright light.
We didn't know really how to react. I don't think there's a playbook for this.
It's not a common thing to see kids in their graduation gowns at a protest, right? But that's what happened this weekend, yesterday morning. Graduating seniors, tons of kids from all the schools in town, parents, teachers, the whole town basically turned out. They held these signs that said, "He belongs here," and "Hands off our kids." The local Democratic state senator, her name is Becca Rausch, she was there. She spoke to the crowd. The local Democratic congressman, Jake Auchincloss, was there. That was Milford, Massachusetts this weekend. You may remember from a couple of weeks ago that really, really chaotic scene that unfolded in Newark, New Jersey. Do you remember at the gates of the immigration prison in Newark? That was the, pushing and shoving and this real chaos. That's when they arrested the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, before they later dropped charges against him. They manhandled all those members of Congress. Ultimately, later, they arrested one of those members of Congress, LaMonica McIver. Do you remember just the scenes of that, what that looked like, just the kinetic activity there, how chaotic and out of control that scene was, how the law enforcement guys just seemed totally out of their depth. Law enforcement clearly did not know what they were doing, clearly just winging it. They were obviously like scared and confused, many of them masked, very, very much overarmed, but they didn't clearly have any idea what to do. And that made the whole scene like 1,000 times more dangerous and chaotic than it ever should have been. Those totally out of their depth federal agents at that shameful scene in Newark, those guys who really appeared to be panicked and completely untrained for what they were doing there, they are federal agents from an agency called HSI, Homeland Security Investigations. And if you start looking, when you see scenes like this anywhere in the country right now, you will often see HSI as the logo, if you see any logo at all, on the uniforms or on the patches of these agents. Now, HSI is supposed to be like investigating smuggling rings. They are not an agency that is trained for policing protests or doing crowd control or anything like that. Nevertheless, Trump has them doing that over and over again, all over the country. And when they do things like that, it keeps going horribly wrong because this federal agency is clearly totally untrained for this work and is clearly out of its depth. And so guess who the geniuses were who so nimbly managed this operation at a popular Italian restaurant?